So when you walk into the Collaboratory, everything's going to be off. Potentially the lights won't be set. And this is me walking in just like you would. You have your screen control here where you can control the main screen. You have your lights. So this is Pod A, Pod B, Pod C, and Pod D. Respectively, Pod A is orange, Pod B is red, Pod C is green, and Pod D is blue. There. When you come in to turn on everything, you've got a big power button here. You just click that guy. You're going to hear all the TVs turn on, and you're going to hear the projectors turn on. Okay. Also, too, the TVs are going to turn on and set so that they show your secondary display. Now, I put up some Word documents here to show you where the displays are displaying. So, on your main display 1, that's going to be showing duplicated both on that screen and on that screen. When you consider that you have students sitting with their back to either side of the room, we had to duplicate display 1 so that everyone could see it, regardless of where they're sitting. Display 2, your secondary monitor. In every other classroom in the building, you won't see this displayed in the classroom, except for in this space. You'll see that in every pod, on their LCD, they too have your secondary display. Okay, so anything you put over here will be up for your students. Once this panel has finished loading, you'll see that you have main display and group TVs. This is a way for you to control what's on each screen. So if I select main display here, you'll see that I'm able to change the main display to laptop input, which is this cable here for audio and video, PC, which is the built-in PC, and document camera. So if I wanted to turn on the document camera and show something, I would press the power button on the document camera. You'll hear it boot up, and then I would press document camera. And you'll see that if I look at this, my main display only switched to the document camera. And you'll also see the projector, but the secondary display is still displaying the secondary monitor of my PC. This is a really cool feature in this space where you can have up instructions or something else on your computer while you go over notes or show something in a physical environment right here. If I wanted to show my laptop as well, the same thing would apply. I would plug in my laptop, click laptop, and my primary display would show the laptop while the secondary display continued to show the built-in PC. Okay, so keeping with that same thought, now if I just want to control the group TVs, I would click Group TVs, and now I've got two options, Instructor PC and Group PC. At every table cluster, there is a built-in PC for that group. So basically this is my PC, so I control what's on their screen, or they control what's on their screen, meaning I want them to work in their groups at their own PC. When I switch that, if these computers were on, you would see that that computer would have control of that screen, or that group would have control of their screen, and now they could work independently in their groups. If I wanted to go back to showing what I had on my secondary monitor, I would click Instructor PC, and that would switch all the screens back to my secondary display. Okay? Your volume control is here, so if you're playing a video, you can see the volume indicator moving up and down. Another option is that if you want to turn the TVs off, so you only want your primary display, so you're just doing a PowerPoint, you want to use your secondary display as presenter notes, for example, you would just hit this, and all of your TVs would power off, and you'll hear it click. Okay. Logging into the computer is same as normal. My only other recommendation in this space is feel free to be mobile with your wireless keyboard and mouse, so you can take that, put it on that table. Another thing you can do, I would recommend doing, is carrying around with you a marker, because with so much white space in this room, you never know where you're going to end up. So having a marker with you is always helpful. So when you're finished and you're ready to power everything down, because there's so much technology, and expensive technology, we just ask that you take care of it. You put things back where they belong for the next person. So put that back, turn off the document camera with that power button, log off the computer, don't shut it down, and then you'll see here, system off. And when you click that, it doesn't actually turn it off. It just takes you to a confirmation screen where it's asking you, are you sure you want to turn it off? And you would say, yes, I want to turn everything off. And that's going to turn off all the displays and the projectors. And you would still need to log the computer off and turn the lights off. Okay, I hope you guys found this really helpful.